We are live. We are live. Emergency live stream. The future's too bright. I had to put on sunglasses for this quick stream. Don't know how I'm going to work today. It's going to be incredibly difficult to lock in, but I'm going to do my best. Don't want to do my team dirty or don't want to screw them over anyway. But oh my goodness. What a morning. What a morning to wake up to. Look at this volatility we're going through right now. Look at these huge moves. I woke up, I think, right around here ish. And I woke up with a text from a friend like Noah's losing share, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And immediately I checked, I'm like, "No way!" And then if you guys saw my posts on here, I'm like, "Forget GameStop,
Forget
forget Game,
GameStop. It's
forget
dead.
GameStop," right?
Forget.
And then here I was like, I'm dreaming." Like literally, just like videos taking like 3 minutes after waking up, not even. So trying my best to keep my cool now that I'm waking up a little bit. Lock in, namaste, right? Know thyself, stick to your plan. Just know no matter what today, there's going to be an insane amount of volatility, right? But look at this overnight move. It's absolutely crazy. It really is absolutely nuts, right? And let's get this out of here. Make sure running at maximum strength. And this is the daily chart, right? It doesn't even account for the after hours. So we're up like in here. We're at levels we haven't seen since literally 2021. So it's truly a remarkable time to be invested in GameStop. So many people say, "Oh, you're crazy. This MOAS thing is nonsense. Oh, GameStop's never going up again. Forget GameStop. It's dead, right?" Blah, blah, blah. Let them say what they're going to say, right? I fucking love this journey. This is an incredible ride. So I've met so many great people along the way. Like, I'm incredibly blessed to have done that. And I'm just keep enjoying the journey. And you look at this search terms, obviously it's going up a lot into the market open today. And we're looking at the chart. Let's go back to the 1 day. I want to pull up the chat on the side too in case anyone's popping in this morning. Maybe not though, because then again, it is pretty early in the morning and I don't normally stream at this time. So appreciate anyone popping in to say hello. But or even if you're watching this back, like it's quite the time to be alive. Let me say that. In Desert GameStop investing, we got a little double top here. The high of the day is currently 80. We're at 62 right now. It just run back to about 68, almost 69. Nice. And GameStop search results are going up. Obviously, I'm getting texts about it. People are talking about it. But if you look also the past 12 months, right here. Oh, sorry, not 12 months. Past 5 years. Again, I was saying this yesterday, and I'll say it again. I don't know how often this updates, right, in terms of the chart, like how fast this is actually updating the search results in real time. But if you look at like the 7-day chart, you can see just really starting to trend up again. I think even more people are going to be talking about it today than yesterday. And one thing you can expect for sure, right, is lots of volatility. Like if you look at yesterday, pull up the 5-day chart, this volatility yesterday, we had like 9 trading halts. I wouldn't be surprised if we had like 20 trading halts today, to be honest with you. And look at this huge gap up right here, right? And then boom, now here we are in the pre-market trading, just making ginormous moves, ginormous candlesticks. Although, generally speaking, in the pre-market, there isn't as many shares on the market, so across any stock in general, so it does tend to have more volatility and you can see big moves. So it really comes down to what it opens at for me. And obviously, we see this volume already flooding in. I had a friend just tell me he bought in the after hours yesterday. I saw Portnoy bought in the after hours yesterday. So there's definitely people that were popping in, right? And let me tweet this out real quick, just really quick. Well, then again, you know what? I don't have that much time. Well, why not? You know what? Why not? Emergency live stream. Hashtag GME. No, see, why is GME on Sol the first one? It's absolute nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. Boom. We are out here. So I had to do a quick stream. I don't have that long because I do have to work. Thankfully, I'm working from home today, so I'm gonna log on like at exactly 9 and be like, "All right, it's been nice working with you guys." No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But for real, you gotta temper your expectations. Namaste, right? Keep a cool head. Stick to your plan. Stick to your plan. Know what you want to do as an individual, whether you're trading this thing, you're holding it for the long term. Stick to what you know and what you plan to do. And try not to get caught up in all the noise right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm absolutely fucking fired up this morning. It's absolutely an exciting time. I'm absolutely going to watch the price all day long, but I'm sticking to what I know my plan to be. And I really think this party is just getting started. And again, don't listen to me. Do what's best for you. I don't give financial advice. Like, please do know thyself. Do what's best for yourself. But look at all these options, right, that are in the money now. It's an insane amount. And then even last night, like all these options were written, like last night slash like after hours yesterday. All these options get written, right? already all of them are like way in the money at $62. And then you go to the other chains, right? Like let's go to the next week, it's the same thing. And then if you go to like the next monthly ones, or like we go a little later on, like June 28th, only up to 45. So I expect those to be written even higher. Go to July, same thing. Let's see, maybe end of the year, anything different, or January 2025, only up to 60. So as of this particular moment in time, every single GameStop option is in the money. Every single one. So, there's some gamma going on there, the potential of a gamma squeeze, and then also in turn, I think that's going to just put a lot of pressure on short sellers. And I couldn't tell you exactly what the buyer is right now or who the particular buyers are. There's potential for it to be short covering, although I don't think that's entirely the case at this exact given moment in time. There's potential for it to be gamma. Certainly, the options chain has a lot to do with it. I expect a lot more options to be written today, all the way up to 100, maybe even 200. Anytime this happens, like or when this happened in January 2021, they just wrote more options, wrote more options, wrote more options, right? So I expect more options to be written, and definitely FOMO is a part of it, right? Definitely FOMO is an aspect of things going on here. Like I'm not going to be in complete denial about that. And with that being the case, and so many people talking about it, prepare for lots of volatility today. Prepare for halts, prepare for volatility, prepare for some bullshit to potentially happen, right? Look what happened in January 2021. Like, I'm honestly would not be surprised. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but at some point in the near future, if brokerages turn off the buy button again. I genuinely would not be surprised. Like you would think, oh, there's no way that could happen again, right? There's no way. But at the same time, oh, there's no way. Forget GameStop. Forget GameStop. Forget GameStop. Right? That's what everyone said. That's what everyone said. And what's up, Man Tequila? Thanks for being here. Just JPP Investments. What up? What up? Good morning, Tetron. Yes, sir. Dude, fired up. Had to get a quick stream in. For those of you that missed it before, I have to wear sunglasses because my future's too bright right now. Our future's too bright. GameStop future's too bright. So too much sun, right? But these are just, I mean, these are just absolutely fucking fired up this morning. And anyone that's followed me for a while, catch me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it these days. If you also drop a like in the stream, that would be greatly appreciated. Anyone that follows me for a while knows I've been talking about GameStop for years at this point, and I tell people about it in my life. They think you're crazy. Oh, what are you talking about, bro? Like, you went to school for finance. Like, you know better than this, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you don't understand. It's truly a unique investment opportunity. It's truly a unique situation. It's truly unique what happened in January 2021. It was not undone. Of course, this is all my opinion. Go make your own determinations of what you believe to be going on, right? And you see these other names going on. People are like, oh, it's the basket. Oh, it's the meme stock saga all over again. No, it's my personal opinion, and again, you can disagree. I think it's hedge funds pushing up these other stocks to look. Oh, look, go buy these, go buy these. So if everyone is FOMOing into GameStop and they're all short GameStop, that would really suck, right? But if the pressure is spread across AMC, which is a company that's dying, and private equity heavily influences it and heavily gets paid, executives in there are getting heavily compensated despite the company losing money. Like, look at AMC's chart over time, right? Look, we're going to pull up AMC real quick, right? Hopefully I don't get sick from doing that. But, and listen, if you want to trade this, fine. I'm not shitting on you for that, right? But just look at the 1 year chart. Like, this is nothing. This is nothing compared to what happened with the ape BS they pulled. They just diluted the crap out of shareholders. They basically did a 1-for-10 reverse split. And look at this, just an insane amount of dilution that's taken place for them over these past 5 years. So even if you bought AMC like 5 years ago, you're literally still in the red to this particular day. Or if you bought it like prior to January 2021, right? Or just as things were getting started in January 2021, maybe you're about even at this point, right? So there's a lot of people at GameStop, whether you know it or not, or believe it or not, that have consistently been purchasing, right? All throughout this downtrend. I know I'm certainly one of them, and I'm definitely looking at it today and last night. I'm like, how did I not buy more in the teens? How did I not buy more in the teens? Like, I knew what I was getting into. I knew the potential of things. And again, this is just this particular moment in time. Like, I'm just fired up right now. Do what's best for you and understand there's going to be volatility. There's going to be trading halts. There's going to be lots of noise out there, right? And I'll show this a few minutes ago. I'll show it again. It looks like the search trend 12 definitely is just breaking out. You know, people are like, what's going on with GameStop stock? But it's not quite what it was at January 2021, although I don't know how fast this updates. But if you look at a 7-day chart, we're just, like when I looked before, it was less, but see, we're way higher than yesterday at this point. So even more people are talking about it and already in the pre-market, right? If we go back to the 1-minute chart, look how much volatility we've had, right? This is absolutely bonkers. So one could speculate there's some short covering in here, but at the same time, there's a lot of time left in the week. It could have to do with the options chain and hedging and having to buy shares to cover because these calls are being written naked. So, goddamn though. Be prepared for the worst and make sure to play it safe. Wall Street will try every trick to screw us over. Dominic, thanks for being here. I think you're absolutely right, unfortunately. I think we've seen it before, and we'll see it again, and history's shown us. The people with the power will do anything they can to win, right? They're like, no, we always win. It's just like, was it Steve Cohen when he tweeted? He literally like, what a idiot that guy is, right? First of all, the Mets suck, and I think it's partly because of his ownership. Number two, because he owns the trading firm Point72. When you look at Point72, right, or you look at his tweet from that day, he was like, "Oh, trading, like when the buy button gets turned off, trading's a tough game, don't you think?" I'm like, brother, it's a tough game for you. You literally fucking had to turn off the buy button. Maybe not you, this guy in particular, right? But the buy button had to be turned off. That's a tough game for people who always have control of the game, making the markets, and just have such heavy influence, right? Like, it's truly comical. It's truly comical, and what a time though. Why is AMC up? I don't know anyone buying. Only CEO. LOL. Can you explain? GME number one. F. Thanks for being here. Yeah. No. Exactly. I was starting to get into it a minute ago, but I'll say a little more. I think it's hedge funds flooding money into it. Part of it, kind of hedging against the GameStop position, thinking a lot of people are just FOMOing into all these different names right now. So, in my opinion, it's a lot of hedge fund buying power, institutional buying power, just flooding into it to push the price up. And look, you go on Yahoo Finance. Look, AMC, of course, AMC is trading more than GameStop. Yeah, give me a break. Give me a break. But also look at the moves it's made in the pre-market, right? And then you go to BlackBerry, all these different types of names that you recall from January 21. So in my opinion, it's like psychological tricks. Like, oh, they're all running. It's all the meme stocks. Get all of them, right? You don't know which one's the best one, right? I think they're trying to play into that ideology and the FOMO that's taking place right now. From 75 back now, hedges are fighting. How come the last 2 days so big spikes? Lars, thanks for being here. That's the craziest part. There's no particular reason. The mainstream media is saying, oh, Roaring Kitty's back. He's creating the surge, right? And look, it's GameStop surges again as meme stock mania returns. Yesterday, the cover article was, oh, this is not like the January 2021 frenzy. Forget GameStop, right? That's basically what it was saying. But today, they had to change the headline. And to answer your question, why is it going on? Truly, there is no one simple explanation. A lot of it is the options chain, right? Like if you go to GameStop here, just like a kind of a huge gamma ramp. Because if you look at options, right? Every single one is in the money. And up until yesterday, only about like I think 45 or 46 was the highest number. And all of these in the 50s, like anything that says zero, right, was just recently written. So, or well, no, it's just not updated. Sorry, because it's early in the day. But basically, the options chain had only went up to like I think 30 something yesterday, and with it going over $38, they just wrote a bunch more options, right? Because that's how it works. When a stock makes a dramatic move like this, market makers write more options, as the price is moving up. So all these options were already written, and all of them are in the money. So if they're written naked, you have to start to hedge and account for them being like exercised. So they start to buy in the shares. So it's a little bit of a gamma squeeze going on in a sense. And if you look across all the chains, right? Like I was just doing this before, July 9th, every single one in the money. January 17, 2025, all of them in the money, right? And this 61 literally wasn't even here just before when I looked, unless I missed it, but still it's in the money. Every single option is currently in the money right now. So on top of it, there's all this FOMO, this volume, 176 million. I think we're going to bust through that today. I'm going to say my prediction is 300 plus trading volume, maybe 400, and 15 to 20 holds. That's what I'm estimating today, honestly. And here we go again. I think it's going to run into the open maybe, and then probably in the open, right? Those first 30 minutes. Why does that keep popping up on the bottom left? Driving me crazy. And it's going to just be halt, halt. It's going to trade for 1 minute, halt for 5 minutes. Trade for 1 minute, halt for 5 minutes, right? Trade for 1 minute, halt for 5 minutes. And why that's happening is as there's a lot of demand for shares and very limited supply, the spread between the bid and the ask, right, what someone's willing to buy it for and someone's willing to sell it for, is very thin. So if someone goes in and buys up 100 shares, but there's not a lot of asks on the books, right, a lot of like sells. So like if I put a limit order to sell my shares, right, example, like $65, and then I put one share at 65, one at 66, one at 67, one at 68, one at 69, one at 70. If somehow those were the only 6 orders on the books for the ask side of the trade, if someone comes in and just buys 7 shares at market price, they would pay for all those at the price I listed as the limit order because I'm asking that price and they're bidding market price. So if that's happening, then theoretically the price can just move dramatically, and that's why we see these humongous candlesticks, especially in the pre-market trading, right? And people are like, oh, MOS is crazy, mother of all short squeezes, it's a bunch of nonsense, right? My opinion is the mother of all short squeezes, you can define that how you want to, right? I think everyone's definition is truly different, but it's just the idea of a ton of demand for shares with a very limited supply, and I think that's what we're starting to see here. And again, though, there's no particular reason this happened at this moment in time. It's not like this big news happened out of GameStop. Oh, now they're doing this. Now this happened. Now that happened. No, just out of nowhere, it absolutely explodes. And other stocks don't do this. And in my so humble opinion, this is because January 2021 was never undone. It was just suppressed. If you look at Archegos's bankruptcy filings, and there's one really good one. I wish I do have it like starred here, right? Let me see. So look at the end here. There's this thing called custom basket swaps. It's at the very end, right before they went under, right? You could see they went under in March 2021. They start to put like all these custom basket swaps together, right? They have like custom basket swap 6, 1, 5, up to I think like 8 of them, right? With all these like counterparties, or sorry, yeah, these are the baskets, these are the counterparties on the left. But custom basket swaps, basically like these baskets of stocks they're able to make and trade like on off exchange between two parties, right? Like a pre-negotiated deal. It could be like Schwab and whoever, right? And Citadel or whatever, or Sequana and this firm. They can basically make these deals, right? And essentially what happened to Archegos is they were using, in a very simple explanation, like they were using the same collateral to all of the other institutions. And they say Credit Suisse got stuck holding the bag because they didn't pull out in time. And then they say the bag got tossed to Credit Suisse, and then Credit Suisse tossed it to UBS, right? Because now UBS pretty much swallowed up Credit Suisse. So there's theories out there that UBS is going to be burned by GameStop's accumulation in price, right? But that's all just speculation. But my point is, you can use these custom basket swaps to short the stock without it being like publicly reported information, right? So a great example of this is Paramount. There was huge price movements in it, right? As well as Discovery in March 2021. Look at this. The stock wasn't publicly shorted that much at all, and it went from 35 all the way to 100. It just crashes straight down, right? And the reason that took place was because, and like this wasn't something people really saw coming, because these basket swaps blew up, right? Because if you look at this chart here from January 2021 up until March, right? Look at right when it went bankrupt. It perfectly aligns. And if you look at Discover, right? Warner Bros. Discovery, same exact thing, same exact chart, same exact situation. And if you look at their publicly reported short interest numbers at that time, like please definitely do. Like I always say this too, don't ever blindly trust me. Don't blindly trust anybody on the internet. Always do your own research, due diligence, and determine what's best for you, how you want to go about things. But their short interest wasn't up there like that, and they had this massive squeeze going on. I was like, what's going on? And then it crashes, goes and they close the position. Or point being, the price, like strange things can happen within these swaps. That's all I'm really trying to say here. I'm not like an expert on the Archegos situation. I forgot the exact like particular details of when it went bankrupt, but I do know it perfectly co-aligns. And again, I encourage everyone to look into it, and I will look into it again and then come back next stream. So be sure to subscribe, drop a like, and I'll clarify more what I mean, because I think this is a great case study. But look exactly when this happened, right? Exactly when the final swaps were taking place, and exactly when Archegos closed its doors. And how they were able to basically finesse is they were like a family office, so they didn't really have to do much reporting, or a lot of what they had to report didn't have to be as public. So that's how they were able to kind of do what they did. But again, that's just for perspective here. And really, thank all of you guys for tuning in here. I really wish I didn't have to work today. I would stream deadass 8 hours straight today if I could, but I'm gonna have to work at 9. Now, I got time though. It's only 8:30 Eastern right now, so I got some time. But crazy. Minus 90%, still up 800%. Exactly, F, exactly. Wanted to buy, but no money left. I feel you. F, yeah, exactly. It's like I'm trying my best to manage my wealth and do what's best for me. Also, outside of this, because I'm a younger individual, I'm trying to start my life. So like I've been saving a lot in a high yield savings. I know like saving for the long term isn't the best plan, but what I'm looking at, getting a new place or buying a new car, right? Because I don't have the greatest car right now. So just like thinking about things in my future, like I have to have cash on hand. So I've been accounting for that. And then also like I'm really interested in Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin has a lot of potential in the future. It's an emerging alternative asset class. We haven't seen inflation. So as long as we haven't seen inflation, then Bitcoin's going to be around, right? So gotta remember to breathe sometimes. Gotta remember to breathe sometimes. But can't stop, won't stop. Let's fucking go. Dirty Randy, thanks for being here, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All fake until it breaks. F, I like that. Yes, sir. Control F, right? No, I'm just kidding. But or control. No, was it Control Alt Delete that? No, what's the one that like you control some? Oh, Control F3 and it closes the browser, right? I remember when I used to play Minecraft as a kid, and it would be like press Control Alt F3, or yeah, was it Control? Yeah, I think it was Control Alt F3 for a free skin, and close your Minecraft server, right, or something like that. But, whoo, whoop whoop, we're gonna be rich. Don't be scared if it goes down today. Fresh maker, your words, not mine, man. Yeah, now listen. I was saying it before. Expect tons of volatility. Expect halts. Expect bullshit. That's just what I have to say about it. But Tetron the Rocket will launch at open 2 options: hold or hodl. Jackson's, thanks for being here, man. Yeah, hold or hodl. Tough decisions, right? I remember the good old Ryan Cohen tweet. Deciding what to do with my GameStop shares. Hold or huddle. I think he's done both. Good morning, Ted. Sir Moist, thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Anand. Thanks for being here. Oh, good morning. I like that. I like that. Lars, what's the number for the gamma ramp to happen? Lars, good question. So, at this particular point in time, right, every single option is in the money. So, I'm not particularly like an expert on the options chain, and I really don't mess with options these days. When I started out, I messed with options and I didn't know what I was doing, right? But I was very fortunate for I had a significant amount of money when I was a younger individual. I was playing with options and I didn't get burned bad because I didn't have significant money to lose. But now with options, it's extremely risky at this point in time because there's so much volatility, so you have to pay such a high price point. But then again, GameStop's moving crazy, so you got to make the determination of what's best for you. But what's going on is every single option at this given moment in time, and I'm not sure if this is particularly up to date. Maybe there's more options at this point. Every single option is in the money. So if every single option's in the money and they've been written naked, so the market makers have to start buying up shares to kind of account for the fact that these are going to wind up in the money and potentially be exercised. And also hedge against the fact that they wrote them naked. So, because anyone that's buying the call, they would owe the money. So that's a little bit of what's going on there. And as we're speaking here, it looks like we're starting to make a little move up. Can we get over 80 before the pre-market ends? I mean, it's crazy. Since this stream started, I think I started around here, around 55-ish. We're about 67. Oh my God, guys, I do not want to work. I do not want to work. I just don't want to call out because one, who knows what if tomorrow's crazier, right? And number two, a lot of people at my job know I'm a GameStop guy. I mean, not that many, but enough where there would be murmurs like, did this motherfucker really call out because GameStop's going up a ton? And it's like that meme though, when it's like, when the MOAS starts and then your boss is like, why were you late for work? And it's like, watch your mouth, right? Maybe I'm going to be like that, right? Nah, just kidding. But funny enough, my boss is out this week. So we already have a small team. So I really kind of screw the people I'm with. So I really don't want to screw them over. But I do not want to work today. I do not want to work today. I just want to watch this freaking thing all day long, right? And what did I just do? I went to S&P. Oh my goodness. What a morning. What a morning. Craziness. But it's just funny too. AMC. Oh yeah, that's definitely the number one trading stock, right? Oh yeah, everyone's most interested in that. Please, please give me a break. Let's see their options though, just for fun. See, the weekly ones are all in the money, but look at their yearly ones, right? Or January 2025. See, they're not all in the money because it's been diluted so much. So they have a long way to go in terms of that portion of it. And then look at 2026 up to only 20. But even like if you looked at September, no, June, where would the 6 month one be? June 20th, 2025. So it'd probably be the June 14th or 2020 or June 21. Yes. see these are much higher. So because they were written previously, where the stock has just been heavily diluted over these past several years. So again, maybe you can make some money trading AMC, but just know it's a totally different situation. And a lot of people who have been buying GameStop this whole time have not been buying AMC, or come to have realized that GameStop is the long-term play and not AMC. Of course, you got to make your own personal opinion, determine what you want to do, but I'm fired up right now, boys. I'm fired up right now. Let's see. Nope. Worth it to go to work. Jimmy will still be there when you get back. Dirty Randy, thank you. I appreciated that. I think I needed to hear that, because part of me, like, my friend's like, dude, just call out. This is what you've been waiting for. I'm talking to him this morning. He's like, bro, just call out. Like, this is what you've been waiting for. I'm like, like, I don't think I can, but thank you. You're right, Dirty Randy. And I'm blessed enough to be working from home today, so I can have a side monitor, keep an eye on it, take some calls, do what I got to do, right? So, how much volume are we pre? Honestly, not sure. Let's see if we can determine that real quick. So on the top left of the screen, you can see like the volume sticks. So if we go to, let's see. So we're about 822,000, and then 715,000, and then 5 million, 5.7, 3 million. So roughly 10 million pre-market trading. Very roughly, just did some quick math there. That's probably not the best way to go about it. There's probably another website to look at it, but oh man, oh man. And look, the thing is too, and that was most encouraging about yesterday, is after this crazy morning with all these trading halts, right? And look how choppy this is. This is the 5-minute chart right now. Look how choppy this is because of all these halts, like just dramatic move up, dramatic move down, chop, chop, chop. But later on the day, right, it holds like this like high 20 number, right? $27, $28 mark. Like it holds this amount, and it tries to break out a couple times. It doesn't, but it holds up very nicely. Like we don't see an immediate like sharp retracement, and to me that was very encouraging. And then obviously like seeing the after hours, like I was streaming going into the after hours, and I'm literally watching this happen in the after hours, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then you see the Robinhood like overnight trading where it's like, oh, GameStop's at 40 something dollars now. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, knowing how Robinhood is. I don't want to think too hard about it. But then I look at this morning and I'm like, holy shit. No, like literally my friend was sending me a meme, and he's like, this is Noah right now. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like he's like, it's up 100%. I'm like, you're lying. Like literally I'm like in bed, like oh, like just waking up, like come on, bro. And I just like ran out of bed. I was like so fired up. And then again, guys, if you don't already, follow me on Twitter at Tetron Invest X, whatever you want to call it these days. But I'll be posting updates on there. I also post when I stream, so I appreciate if you guys just hop on there and follow me. I was actually trying to stream on Twitter, but it didn't really work out. See, like this is my fired up video. I literally swear I woke up like 2 minutes before this. I just woke up. I must be dreaming. I must be dreaming right now. There's no way, right? Someone pinch me. I'm dreaming, right? I'm dreaming. And then this is my follow-up one, because everyone's like, forget GameStop, forget GameStop. Forget GameStop, forget GameStop, forget GameStop, forget GameStop, forget GameStop. And yo, where are the Bears? Where are the Bears? Where's that clown Dan Olson? He's gonna be like, oh, this is a particular move. These apes, and oh, dude, that guy is such a freaking bozo. He's such a bozo. Like, I feel bad for people like that though, because you can tell like he probably feels negatively about himself at certain times, right? But I don't want to give the haters attention, right? And if anyone doesn't know, this guy made a documentary called "This Is Financial Advice," saying basically just lumping all these individuals together, saying like, oh, all these people are pushing these stocks and the Bed Bath & Beyond situation and this and that. Didn't interview a single person, just told the story straight up from his perspective. He didn't interview anybody. So he's a clown. He clips me out of context. I went at him on Twitter, and then he just clapped back with something that made no sense. He's like, if the company's balance sheet's improving, or whatever he said, like it just made no sense. I was like, you don't even know the definition of a balance sheet and what goes on with the cash flow statement. And then also, where's that guy? There's a couple that will always comment on my Twitter, and I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them these past couple of days. I want them. I always say in these streams, I welcome the Bears. I welcome the Bulls. Where are the Bears? Where are the Bears? Bring in the Bears. I want to talk to them. I want to hear what they have to say right now. How could this be happening, right? I thought GameStop was dead. But, oh, man. I'm tempted to, like, tag them, too, but I try and avoid drama. Namaste. Take the high road. Just enjoy the ride, right? I like the stock. That's all I really need to focus on. I don't need to focus on a bunch of nonsense, so... Hey, Tetron morning. Yes, sir. Woke up at 4:30, checked the ticker, and couldn't fall back asleep. Hi, good. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you popping in. Yeah, no, I went to bed way too late for the fact I knew there was a possibility today was going to be a huge morning. I didn't even plan to stream, but I was like, all right, I just got to do it. But I woke up 7:30 Eastern, thankfully worked from home, and I was like, oh my God, all right, I'm getting up right now. And I was planning to sleep a little bit longer, but just think more work equal more shares. Exactly, Dirty Randy. Exactly. You're absolutely right. Took me 2 months of digging into AMC back in 2021. Sold it and never looked back. BBY took me 2 hours. There's only one play here. Infinity Nova, thanks for being here. Yeah, no, exactly. And, listen, I know some people still think like there's this super secret triple mega quadra merger that's going on with Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm sorry, but I just do not think that's the case, right? And everyone's entitled to their opinion, but when you look at what happened with Bed Bath & Beyond, they spent any cash they had to potentially restructure on share buybacks. So yes, it went up temporarily, but then they just got absolutely screwed under their debt. And then on top of it, the business wasn't turned around and they had like high cost. So with that being the case, that's what happened, right? So crazy. 15 million volume. Thank you, Freshmaker. Thank you. Craziness. Absolute craziness, right? And you see we had insane volume here, but it's kind of continued here as time has gone on. We're on I I'm gonna try it, Freshmaker. I was trying to say it, and I'm like, wait, that's not English. But over 1 million in German market alone. Freshmaker, please forgive me. I'm absolutely gonna butcher this. We're holding unser Geld von Jessen Modifiken. Motherfucker. I can't. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. That was brutal. That was brutal, Freshmaker. I tried, though. I tried. Boaz, howdy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. What if they announce it now? GME will go crazy. Purple rings. Thanks for being here. Yeah, listen, anything could happen, right? Anything could happen over these next couple weeks. One thing's for sure. I think volatility's here. The halts are gonna stay, and people are like, "Oh, the Boas, that's just a myth, right?" No. Then why is this happening? Why is this happening? And again, I said it before. I'll say it again. Everyone's definition of MOAS is different, right? And what you believe the MOAS to be, you can determine for yourself. But I think this is MOAS in some sense or another, right? But it's again, gotta breathe, step back, stick to your plan, know thyself, do what's best for you, and just try not to get caught up in too much of the noise. Again, I'm excited, but I'm trying to like temper expectations. Okay, anything's possible, right? The market could open, it could drop $20. I'm prepared for it. I've seen this happen in the past. We had a single trading day in the past. If you go to like the chart here, where was it? Here, I think this is the day, right? I think it was in June, where yeah, it was at a high, and this is all split adjusted, right? A high of 86, a low of 70. No, there was an even crazier day. This is the day I'm thinking of. March. It opens the day, and this is again split adjusted at 67, closes the day at about only 66, so nearly even. But at the high of the day, it was at $87. At the low of the day, it was 42. How does that happen? It's absolutely insanity. And look, that one particular day, it's not like it had the most amount of volume, right? It was just absolute nonsense. I think that would happen right there. And I think this was even validating. It's like, wait, if shorts truly closed, right, in this frame here, then why did this happen? And then why did this happen? And then why did this happen? And then, okay, yeah, it's kind of tailed off. Like, we don't have these crazy, like, price cycles anymore. Then this happens out of nowhere. And it's like, okay, all right, maybe it's a fluke. And then you have the whole S3 partners. If GameStop goes over $30, things could go parabolic. The day opens at $30, goes intraday high, 35, crashes all the way down at 26, right? And I think that was orchestrated. That's my opinion. But since then, we just like not had as many dramatic moves, and now out of nowhere, we just have this insane move. And definitely, again, FOMO taking place, but just so much going on right now. And I'm all just documenting it in real time. I just want to be perfectly clear. Like, I'm just documenting the journey in real time, calling it how I see it. I'm not going to get everything perfectly right. I'm not trying to be a mastermind, tell you like, oh, do this, do that, and this is going to happen, right? No, I'm just sharing how I see it in real time, and just excited to meet people along the way. So appreciate you guys being here. But future's so bright. That's why I had sunglasses on. Good morning, everyone, and congrats. Almo, thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well, man. Close enough, Noah. Good job. Thank you, thank you. I tried, Freshmaker. I tried, but it's a good starting point. Exactly, exactly. Tension Invest, what do you honestly think happens at the market opening? Howdy. Honestly, I think, again, cautiously optimistic, and I could be wrong here, but I think it absolutely rips in the open. Like, I think we see something kind of similar to yesterday, where it rips, we get halt, 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 and then we see some kind of drop off after the first like 30 minutes to an hour. And then after that, maybe a steady move up throughout the rest of the day. And again, that's just me being optimistic here and accounting for FOMO. the gamma ramp on the options chain, and just obviously like I'm biased because I'm an investor in GameStop, right? So I'm very excited. But I do think, that's my prediction, right? And again, please don't just blindly follow that. I could be absolutely wrong. It could crash in the open and then run the rest of the day. It could go up, down, left, right, sideways. And I always think of Matthew McConaughey in Wolf of Wall Street. It's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fugazi, it's a fugazi. What do you think, Tetron, Jamie rock anymore this week? A lot of apes will sell. Lars, thanks for being here. But honestly, I think a lot of people have been accumulating shares over the past several years. They're looking at this like, oh, this party's just getting started. That's how I'm seeing it, at least. But don't get me wrong, there's definitely people following it. There's definitely people trading it that are going to hop out of it sooner than later. So I think you got to keep that in mind. Oh, see, that's my alarm to get my ass to work soon. So I think I'm going to have to log off here. It was such an awesome time streaming with you guys. I wish I could keep this going, but I got to start logging in. Got to work today. Keep an eye on my Twitter, at Tetron Invest, at Tetron Invest. This is where I just talk about GameStop. I'll be tweeting about it. I put out these videos fired up this morning. Literally the second I woke up. But let's go Tetron, DRSGME. Thanks for popping in. Good morning, Tetron and GME lovers. DB, thanks for being here. Howdy. No, I know. I don't want to leave, Howdy. I don't want to leave, but I literally have to. It's all sideways until phone numbers. Hey, DRSGME, your words, not mine, but just remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Drink water. Stick to your plan. Stick to what you believe the best decision to be, because the only person that can determine what's best for you is you. I truly believe that. So don't blindly, in general, right? Even outside of GameStop, never just blindly follow anyone, especially on the internet, right? You always got to think for yourself, do your own research, take your own determination into what you see going on right now. So with that, and Infinity Nova, thanks for being here. I'll wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope everyone has a fantastic day, a fantastic rest of the week. I like the stock. I love this journey. Thank you guys. And also, I'll be doing a Spaces call tonight. I'm going to hop on White Rabbit 741. I'm sure you guys have seen him on X. He's hosting 6:30. I'm going to be a co-host / speaker there a little bit. Also, just cool to talk to you guys, hear some other people's perspectives. 6:30 p.m. Eastern, you can catch me there. So keep an eye out for that. But thanks so much for being here. Have a good night. Or good day. I'm so used to saying have a good night because usually I'm doing these at night. I can't believe it's only 8:50 right now. But oh man, what a day we have ahead. What a day we have ahead. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Oh, have a good day at work. It's going to be a long week. LOL. Can't go back to sleep after seeing Jimmy pre-market. I know what you mean, Sage. And again, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Take care. See you on the moon. Anun, have a great day. Have a great day. Will there be Tetron? See you later. Yes, sir. We'll be there. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Good day. Good day. A good day. Okay. Goodbye for real. See ya.